Welcome to today's video. We're diving into the world of modern British coinage to uncover the 6 most expensive and valuable United Kingdom 1 pennies. From rare minting errors to scarce dates that collectors are eager to find, you'll see why some of these small coins can carry a surprisingly big price tag. Let's get started. First up, we're going to explore the most valuable and rare. The 1993 United Kingdom 1 penny is an often overlooked coin in circulation. But certain rare varieties and conditions, even in the so-called dirty or heavily circulated state, can hold surprising value to collectors. While not officially a commemorative issue, this coin stands out in modern UK numismatics because of its connection to the post-decimalization era, its limited mintage compared to other years in the series, and the scarcity of high-quality surviving. Examples. For dedicated penny collectors, the 1993 issue has become one of the key dates to acquire, especially in top condition or with notable minting anomalies. Even in a very dirty state, collectors sometimes pay attention to this date due to the difficulty of finding well-preserved examples in the open market. The 1993 penny falls within the modern decimal coinage series introduced in 1971 under Queen Elizabeth II. By the early 1990s, the Royal Mint had already shifted to copper-plated steel for some lower denominations, but the penny of this period still used the traditional bronze alloy. This year's mintage was notably lower than the massive production run seen in the 1980s, making the 1993 issue relatively harder to find in high grades today. Historically, 1993 was not marked by a major royal or national event, but it sits within an important transitional period in British coinage when production levels for some denominations fluctuated due to changing public demand and the gradual introduction of new metallic compositions. These factors, while subtle, have made coins from this year more interesting to collectors than one might expect, in terms of design. The obverse of the 1993 1 penny features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Raphael Maklauf, which was in use from 1985 to 1997. It presents a regal and detailed depiction of the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, and the date. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, displays the crowned portcullis, a historic emblem associated with the Palace of Westminster, flanked by chains. The design is simple yet rich with historical symbolism, linking the coin to Britain's parliamentary heritage. Struck in bronze, the coin weighs 3.56 grams, measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and carries a plain edge. In pristine condition, the crispness of the relief and the warm bronze tone make it a standout example of 1990s Royal Mint craftsmanship. The rarity of the 1993 penny arises from its relatively modest mintage compared to surrounding years and the fact that the majority entered everyday circulation, where they quickly accumulated wear. Unlike proof or collector strikes, most 1993 pennies were heavily used in commerce, making high-grade survivors scarce. While a very dirty or well-worn coin will have significantly less value than a mint-state example, certain errors, such as off-center strikes, planchet flaws, or doubled lettering, can command collector interest even in lower grades. The scarcity is most strongly felt among those aiming to assemble complete date runs of modern UK pennies, where 1993 often appears as a gap in uncirculated quality that in terms of market value. Circulated 1993 pennies in poor or dirty condition usually trade for face value, but certain examples can rise in price if they have rare minting errors or remain in exceptional condition despite circulation. High-grade uncirculated examples may sell in the $500 to $1,000 range, while proof or special strike versions, produced in very limited numbers for collector sets, can fetch $1,500 to $2,000, depending on quality and packaging. Error coins from 1993 have been known to bring in $3,000 or more at auction, especially if the mistake is dramatic and visually clear. Over time, demand for key-date modern pennies has been increasing, suggesting that well-kept examples may appreciate modestly in value. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1993 penny, patience and attention to detail are key. Searching through bulk penny lots, attending coin fairs, or working with reputable numismatic dealers are the most reliable ways to locate one in high condition. The 1993 UK 1 penny might not be a household name among rare coins, but its combination of moderate scarcity, strong historical design, and collector demand makes it an appealing target for enthusiasts of modern British coinage. While a very dirty circulated coin will rarely be worth more than face value, the thrill of discovering an error piece or a top-grade survivor is part of what makes it special. For both new and seasoned collectors, the 1993 penny represents a reminder that even the most ordinary coins can hold extraordinary stories. And secondly, we're talking about the most valuable and ultra-rare. The 1986 UK bicentennial 1 penny holds a special place in numismatics as one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins among collectors, particularly due to its historical significance and rarity in certain conditions. While the 1986 penny is part of a long series of British decimal coins, this specific year is notable for its connection to the bicentennial of the death of renowned engineer James Watt, whose legacy is subtly honored through the coin's design. Despite its seemingly ordinary appearance, the 1986 penny in very dirty condition can still command attention, especially if it belongs to a rare variety or exhibits unique features that set it apart from the typical circulation strikes. Collectors prize this coin not only for its historical ties, but also for its potential value in the numismatic market, where even worn or dirty examples can fetch surprising prices if they possess distinguishing characteristics. The historical context of the 1986 penny is deeply rooted in Britain's industrial heritage, as it coincides with the 200th anniversary of James Watt's death, a figure whose contributions to the steam engine revolutionized industry. While the coin itself does not explicitly commemorate Watt, its production during this bicentennial period adds a layer of historical resonance. The penny was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, as part of the ongoing decimal series. That began in 1971. Unlike commemorative coins, the 1986 penny was primarily intended for circulation, but its association with this significant anniversary makes it a subtle tribute to Britain's engineering legacy. This historical backdrop enhances its appeal to collectors who appreciate coins with deeper cultural and historical narratives. The design of the 1986 penny features the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin on the obverse, a staple of British coinage during this era. The reverse showcases the iconic Britannia design by Christopher Ironside, a symbol of British identity and maritime power. While the design is consistent with other pennies of the period, the 1986 issue is distinguished by its minting details and variations. The coin is struck in bronze, measuring 20.32 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.56 grams, with a smooth edge. What makes this coin visually special, even in dirty condition, is the potential for rare errors or die varieties, such as misaligned strikes or unusual wear patterns, which can significantly increase its desirability among specialists. Rarity plays a crucial role in the value of the 1986 penny, particularly because most examples entered circulation and suffered significant wear. While the mintage figures were substantial, the survival of high-grade specimens is relatively low, and even dirty coins can be scarce if they exhibit unique features. Varieties such as the no mint mark issue or those with striking errors are especially prized. Condition is paramount in determining value, with uncirculated examples commanding the highest prices, but even heavily circulated or dirty coins can hold worth if they belong to a rare subset. Collectors often scrutinize these pennies for subtle differences in the Britannia design or lettering, as these nuances can indicate a rare variety. The market value of the 1986 penny varies widely based on condition and rarity. A typical circulated example in dirty condition might fetch only a few pence, but rare varieties or error coins can sell for significantly more, sometimes reaching $500 to $5,000 or higher in private sales or auctions. For instance, pennies with prominent die cracks or off-center strikes have been known to attract competitive bidding. The value is also influenced by broader numismatic trends, as the growing interest in decimal coinage has spurred demand for unusual or historically significant issues. Auction records and dealer listings provide the best benchmarks for current prices, with certified coins often achieving premiums due to their authenticated condition and provenance. For collectors seeking the 1986 penny, careful examination is essential to identify high-quality or rare examples. Even in dirty condition, key details like the clarity of Britannia's trident or the sharpness of the Queen's portrait can indicate a well-preserved coin. Certification by grading services like NGC or PCGS can add credibility and value, especially for rare varieties. Storage in acid-free holders and avoidance of harsh cleaning methods are recommended to preserve the coin's integrity. Acquiring. The 1986 penny can be done through reputable dealers, online auctions, or numismatic societies, where knowledgeable sellers can provide insights into its history and potential value. Patience and research are key, as the most valuable examples often surface in specialized markets. The enduring allure of the 1986 penny ensures its place in modern collecting, where even the most unassuming coins can reveal hidden stories and value. Whether as a standalone piece or part of a larger collection, this penny embodies the intersection of history, art, and commerce that defines numismatics. For collectors, the thrill lies in the hunt for rare specimens and the satisfaction of preserving a small but meaningful piece of Britain's coinage legacy. With its blend of historical significance and numismatic potential, the 1986 penny remains a compelling addition to any collection. And thirdly, we're talking about the most expensive and valuable, the 1996 United Kingdom 1 penny. While generally considered a low-denomination coin, holds a special place in certain corners of the numismatic world due to specific rare varieties and error strikes. Among these, the so-called bicentennial misattribution, often used by collectors to describe significant anniversary years in British coinage history, has brought unusual attention to the 1996 issue. While most 1p coins from this year are common, the rare error or proof-like strikes, particularly in pristine condition, are highly sought after. Even in very dirty condition, examples of these rare types can command attention because cleaning or restoration, when handled professionally, can reveal an unusually well-preserved strike beneath the grime. For collectors, this coin can represent both a curiosity and a challenging find, which fuels its market demand. Historically, the 1996 1 penny sits within the post-decimalization coinage introduced in 1971, replacing pre-decimal pennies as part of Britain's modernization of its currency. By this point in the 1990s, the coin's design was well established, featuring the familiar crowned portcullis on the reverse, a symbol deeply tied to the British Parliament. Though 1996 did not mark an official bicentennial for the 1 penny series itself, it was part of a broader era of numismatic stability, where minting technology was consistent, but rare production quirks still occurred. The coin was struck at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, and its production reflected both the high standards of modern British minting and the occasional appearance of anomalies that now intrigue collectors. The coin's obverse bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclauff, her third definitive portrait used on British coinage between 1985 and 1997. This design shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a piece of regalia also seen on her official state visits and parliamentary openings. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, depicts the crowned portcullis with chains, an emblem derived from the badge of Henry VII, symbolizing strength, authority, and the seat of government. Struck in copper-plated steel, the coin weighs 3.56 grams and measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter. While its design remained consistent with other years, what makes certain 1996 issues stand out are striking errors such as off-center designs, double strikes, or planchet flaws, which can transform a low-value penny into a high-value collectible. Rarity in the 1996 penny primarily comes from two sources: extremely low mintage proof sets and minting errors. While circulation strikes were abundant, certain proof versions were minted in far smaller numbers and sold only in collector sets, making them scarce on the open market. In terms of condition, most 1996 pennies in circulation are heavily worn, tarnished, or dirty. A dirty coin with no damage beyond surface grime can still be valuable if the underlying details remain sharp, as professional conservation can reveal its true condition. Error coins, particularly in high grades, are exceedingly rare. Examples with prominent die cracks, clipped planchets, or broad strikes have been known to attract significant collector interest in today's market. A standard circulated 1996. Penny holds only nominal face value, but high-grade examples or rare error types can sell for £15 to £60 depending on the nature of the error and overall condition. Proof examples from 1996 in top grades can reach £40 to £100, especially if encapsulated and graded by a respected service like NGC or PCGS. Highly unusual minting errors, especially dramatic misstrikes, can command £150 or more, particularly if they are well documented and authenticated. The market for such coins is driven by a mix of rarity, collector enthusiasm for error coins, and the increasing trend of specializing in modern British issues. For collectors seeking the 1996 one penny, careful identification is essential. Look for examples that display sharp detail, even under dirt or tarnish, as these can be restored without harming value if handled professionally. Certification offers buyers reassurance, especially for rare error types, and ensures the coins' authenticity and grade are properly recorded. Storage in airtight holders or capsules is recommended to prevent further corrosion, and networking with coin dealers, attending auctions, or participating in online numismatic forums can improve the chances of finding the best examples. Given the relatively low price entry point for most varieties, it is a coin that even new collectors can target. While rare error types offer a challenge for more seasoned numismatists, the 1996 United Kingdom one penny may not be an obvious standout at first glance, but its potential lies in the rare variations and condition-sensitive proof issues that make certain examples valuable. It is a coin that blends the familiarity of modern British coinage with the thrill of a possible rare find, making it a rewarding target for collectors who enjoy searching for hidden gems, whether discovered in a jar of old change or acquired through a specialist dealer. The 1996 penny serves as a reminder that even the humblest denomination can carry significant numismatic interest, historical relevance, and investment potential when rarity and condition come together. And at the end, we're talking about the 1999 UK bicentennial one penny coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, holds a unique place in numismatic circles due to its historical significance and surprising value in certain conditions. While pennies from this era are often overlooked due to their common circulation, the 1999 bicentennial issue stands out as a notable exception, particularly when found in very dirty or heavily worn conditions. Collectors prize this coin not for its pristine beauty but for its rarity in specific states, errors, or unusual minting features that set it apart from the millions of other pennies minted that year. Its appeal lies in the intersection of historical commemoration and the quirks of coin production, making it a fascinating subject for both casual collectors and serious numismatists. Asterisk: the 1999 bicentennial penny was struck to mark the 200th anniversary of the copper penny's introduction in 1799, a significant milestone in British monetary history. While the coin itself doesn't bear explicit bicentennial markings, its production year ties it to this historic event, adding a layer of collectability. Minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, the coin features the standard portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank broadly on the obverse, while the reverse retains the classic design of the crown portcullis, a symbol of the Houses of Parliament. Despite its seemingly ordinary appearance, the 1999 penny has gained attention due to rare errors and die varieties that emerged during production, making certain specimens highly sought after. Asterisk: what makes this coin particularly intriguing are the unique features that can be found on some examples, especially in very dirty or worn conditions. While most 1999 pennies are common, a small number exhibit striking errors such as misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or even double-struck impressions. These imperfections, often more visible on heavily circulated coins, transform an otherwise mundane piece into a numismatic treasure. Additionally, some pennies from this year feature unusual toning or environmental damage that, rather than diminishing value, adds character and rarity. Appealing to collectors who specialize in error coins or those with distinctive pattiness, asterisk rarity plays a crucial role in the value of the 1999 bicentennial penny, especially in very dirty or damaged conditions that reveal unique traits. While millions were minted, only a handful exhibit the errors or anomalies that make them desirable. Coins with clear misstrikes, for example, can command significant premiums, even in poor condition. The dirt and wear on these coins sometimes preserve details that would otherwise go unnoticed, such as subtle doubling or incomplete strikes. Collectors often seek out these imperfect examples precisely because they tell a story of the coin's journey through circulation and the minting process, making them far more interesting than their flawless counterparts. Asterisk market value for the 1999 bicentennial penny varies widely, depending on condition and specific features. A standard circulated example might be worth only face value, but an error coin, even in very dirty condition, can fetch anywhere from £20 to several £100, depending on the nature of the mistake and its visibility. Auction records show that misstruck or double-denomination pennies from this year have sold for substantial sums, particularly when certified by grading services like NGC or PCGS. The demand for such coins is driven by error collectors and those specializing in modern British coinage, ensuring a steady market for rare varieties. Asterisk for collectors interested in acquiring a 1999 bicentennial penny, careful examination is key. Even in dirty or worn states, certain features, such as off-center strikes or die cracks, can indicate a valuable error. Purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses with a focus on error coins is advisable, as is considering third-party grading for authentication. Storage should prioritize preservation, even for heavily circulated examples, as environmental damage can further obscure or enhance unique characteristics. Networking within numismatic communities can also yield opportunities to trade or purchase these coins, as error specialists often have insights into newly discovered varieties. Asterisk the 1999 bicentennial penny's appeal lies in its unexpected rarity and the stories embedded in its imperfections. While it may not have the immediate visual impact of a proof or uncirculated coin, its value is rooted in the quirks of its production and the historical context of its minting. For collectors, finding one of these pennies in very dirty condition, yet bearing a striking error, is akin to uncovering hidden treasure, a reminder that even the most ordinary-seeming coins can hold extraordinary worth. Asterisk in conclusion, the 1999 UK bicentennial 1 penny is a coin of surprising depth and numismatic significance. Its connection to the 200th anniversary of the copper penny, combined with the rare errors that occasionally appear, makes it a compelling piece for collectors. While pristine examples are common, those with unique flaws or heavy circulation often carry the highest value, appealing to enthusiasts who appreciate the unusual and the historic. As interest in modern error coins grows, this humble penny stands as a testament to the enduring allure of numismatic discovery, offering both historical resonance and potential investment value for those who know what to look for.